Hey there, and welcome. So, you're looking to build a life in Australia with your partner, and you've probably come across this thing called the Subclass 820 visa. It can sound pretty complicated, right? Well, don't worry. We are going to break it all down for you, step by step, so you have a super clear guide to this really crucial first step. All right, let's get right into it.
So what is the Subclass 820 visa really? The best way to think about it is as the foundation, the very first stage of your partner visa journey. It's a temporary visa, sure, but it's the bridge that gets you to the main event, the permanent Subclass 801 visa. This isn't just about waiting around. This is your official green light to start building your life together, right here while the government looks at your application for the long haul.
And to make this super easy to follow, we've split everything into 5 key parts. We'll kick things off with the actual pathway. The big picture. Then we'll look at what your life is really like on this visa. After that, we get practical and talk money, cover how to bring your family along, and wrap up with the really important stuff, your rights and what's expected of you. All right, let's jump into our first section, your pathway to partnership. Honestly, getting your head around what this visa is for and how long it lasts is the key to making this whole process go smoothly.
Now, this right here gets to the absolute core of the 820. See, it's not like a tourist visa with some scary end date looming over you. The whole point of the 820 is to let you stay legally in Australia while your permanent 801 application is being processed. This gives you that stability, so you can actually live your life without being stuck in limbo, just waiting for that final decision to come through.
Okay, so what can you actually do once you have this visa in hand? This is where it gets really good, because the 820 visa gives you some pretty significant perks to start living a completely normal, full life in Australia.
And check this out, this really shows you the freedom you get. You're not just waiting, you can work pretty much anywhere you want. You can enroll in a course and study, you can fly in and out of the country as much as you need to, plus you might even get free English classes. And the big one, you can apply for Medicare. That means access to public health care, which is just a huge benefit and a massive weight off your shoulders.
Right, time to talk about the practical side of things, the money. This is a serious investment in your future, so it's really important you know exactly what the financial commitment looks like right from the very start.
And there it is. For most people, the main application fee is just a bit over 9,000 Australian dollars. I know, that's a big number, but here's the thing to remember. That one fee actually covers both the temporary 820 visa and the permanent 801 visa. You're essentially paying for the entire 2-stage process all at once, right up front. But that big number isn't for everyone. As you can see here, if you're already on a prospective marriage visa, that's the Subclass 300, or you had one before, the cost is way lower. And that's because you've already paid a big chunk of the fees and gone through a lot of the paperwork during that first stage.
Now, this is so important to remember. That application fee is not the final bill. You have to think about other costs too. You absolutely need to budget for things like the required health checkups, getting police certificates from all the countries you've lived in, and maybe even biometrics. These things can really add up, so you've got to be prepared for them.
So what happens if you're not applying on your own? A lot of people include their kids in their application. Let's walk through the essential rules for doing that. Okay, listen up, because this is a big one. It's a non-negotiable black and white rule. Where you are when you apply is so important. The government is crystal clear on this. Both you, the main applicant, and anyone else on your application have to be physically in Australia when you click that submit button. It's a common mistake, so make sure you get this right.
So, breaking it down, adding a dependent child to your application is a pretty clear process. First, like we just said, they have to be in Australia. Simple. Second, they'll need to do the same medical exams to make sure they meet the health requirements. And third, they also need to pass the character requirement. Now, for little kids, this is usually no big deal. But for older kids, it might mean getting police checks.
And for our last section, let's talk about what's expected of you once your visa is granted. Because having this visa is amazing, but it also comes with some really important responsibilities.
Let's go back to healthcare for a second, because it's just so critical. A lot of 820 visa holders can get Medicare, but not everyone can. And the official advice is simple. If you are not eligible for it, you need to get private health insurance. Medical bills in Australia can be astronomical, and without cover, you're responsible for every single cent. Seriously, don't roll the dice on this one. And finally, let's just quickly cover your main duties. Number 1, and it's the most obvious, you have to obey all Australian laws. Number 2, read your visa grant notice carefully and follow every single condition on it. They are legally binding. And one last practical tip, don't waste time looking for a sticker in your passport. Australia's visas are all digital now, so it's all linked electronically.
Look, the Subclass 820 visa is way more than just a pile of paperwork. It's the real, official start of a whole new chapter for you. Yeah, it's a tricky path, but understanding these key things, the perks, the price tag, and the rules, is the absolute best way to get through it. So, I guess the only question left is, are you ready to take that first big step?